Have you ever wondered what it means to awaken spiritually? A curious question, isn't it? But spiritual awakening isn't a straightforward path we all tread in the same manner. Rather, it's like a DNA spiral, unique to each individual. Some may revisit stages, others may skip or blend them together. Imagine this journey as a series of stages. First, there's unconsciousness, where we're deeply entrenched in our egos, mistaking our thoughts and emotions for our true selves. Then comes ego death, a profound dismantling of the ego, leading to a loss of identity. This triggers the search, a quest for truth and meaning. As we delve deeper, the authentic self begins to emerge, leading us to make significant life changes. Finally, we reach a life of alignment, where our actions and beliefs are fully integrated. Let's delve into these stages and see how they resonate with your personal journey. The initial stage of spiritual awakening is what we call unconsciousness. Now, it's not about being asleep or in a state of oblivion, but rather it's a metaphorical sleep, where one is unaware of their true self, their essence. Instead, they are deeply entrenched in the ego, mistaking it for their actual identity. The ego in this context is not about arrogance or self-importance. It's the constructed self, the I that we think we are, based on our thoughts, emotions, experiences, and societal conditioning. This is the self that we present to the world, the self that we believe is us. But is it really? When we're in the stage of unconsciousness, we lack self-awareness. We're reactive, defensive. We feel victimized by circumstances, imprisoned by our own thoughts and emotions. We're like a ship tossed around in a stormy sea with no control over our direction. Our life is dictated by external factors and we feel trapped in a cycle of negative emotions. Let's take an example. Imagine a person who constantly feels undervalued and overlooked at work. They harbor resentment and anger, and they react defensively to any feedback. They see themselves as a victim of their circumstances, unable to break free from this cycle. This is a classic manifestation of unconsciousness. They are ruled by their ego, unaware that their true self is not the aggrieved party, but something far more profound, serene, and untouched by external circumstances. The stage of unconsciousness is not a negative stage, it's just the starting point. It's the cocoon before the butterfly emerges. It's the stage that sets us on the path of self-discovery, pushing us to question our identity, our beliefs, our reactions. It's the stage that makes us realize that there's more to us than our thoughts and emotions. This stage sets the stage for a transformative journey. It's the first step towards self-awareness, towards understanding that we're not victims of our circumstances, but creators of our reality. It's the stage that leads us to the realization that we're not just our ego but something far more profound, far more powerful. So, as we journey through the stages of spiritual awakening, let's remember that every journey begins with a single step, and in this journey, that step is the stage of unconsciousness. The second stage, often the most challenging, is the death of the ego. It's a term that may sound ominous, akin to a psychological thriller, but rest assured, it's not as daunting as it sounds, though it is indeed a transformative process. Ego death is essentially a profound dismantling of the self that we've come to identify with over the years. It's like taking a house of cards and watching as each card representing personal beliefs, attributes, and personality traits is pulled away one by one. What's left in the end? A blank canvas, a clean slate, ready to be repainted with the hues of authentic selfhood. As the ego is stripped away, there's often a sense of identity loss. Imagine if you woke up one day and everything that you thought defined you, your career, your relationships, your likes and dislikes, even your name, suddenly didn't seem to matter anymore. It's unsettling, isn't it? But this unsettling feeling is a crucible for transformation. The death of the ego brings about a stark realization that most of what we consider ourself is not the essence of our true being. We start to see that our identity is not composed of the roles we play or the labels we've acquired. Instead, we begin to perceive a deeper, more authentic self that exists beyond these constructs. It's like peering through a foggy window and finally seeing the clear landscape beyond. This stage isn't easy. It's often accompanied by a sense of groundlessness, like you're free-falling with no parachute. There may be moments of confusion, fear, and even despair, but it's important to remember that this disorientation is a natural part of the process. It's the cocoon stage, where the caterpillar dissolves before it re-emerges as a butterfly. So what's the purpose of this challenging stage? It's a stepping stone towards spiritual awakening. It's the catalyst that propels us from a life governed by the ego to a life led by the authentic self. It's the bridge that connects unconsciousness to conscious awareness. It's the key that unlocks the door to a deeper understanding of our true nature. Though often painful, this stage is a catalyst for profound growth. It's the birthplace of a new self, a self that's more aligned with the truth of who we really are. The disintegration of the ego sparks the third stage, the search. This stage is characterized by a profound quest for truth, a thirst to understand the essence of existence, and an insatiable desire to uncover the true self. In this stage, individuals often find themselves drawn to spiritual literature. They immerse themselves in the wisdom of ancient texts, the teachings of spiritual masters, and the profound insights of philosophers. These resources act as a compass, guiding them through the uncharted territory of their inner world. Parallel to this literary exploration, individuals often seek guidance from teachers. These could be spiritual guides, mentors, or even individuals who seem to embody the peace and wisdom they are seeking. These teachers provide a safe harbor, a place of understanding and acceptance, where individuals can express their doubts, fears, and revelations without judgment. But the search is not solely an external journey, it is also a profound inward exploration. Practices like meditation and contemplation become integral tools in this stage. They provide a quiet space, a sanctuary within, where individuals can tune out the noise of the external world and tune into the whispers of their own soul. In the silence of meditation, they begin to hear the soft murmurings of their true self. They start to recognize the patterns of their thoughts, the ebbs and flows of their emotions, and the subtle undercurrents of their desires. They begin to peel back the layers of societal conditioning, unraveling the intricate tapestry of beliefs and expectations that have shaped their identity. This is not always an easy journey. It can be fraught with confusion, doubts, and fears, but it is also a journey of profound transformation. It is a journey of shedding old skins, of breaking free from the mental constructs that have confined them, and of stepping into the vast expanse of their true essence. This stage is a journey towards self-discovery. It is the stage where individuals begin to perceive the world not through the lens of the ego, but through the lens of their true self. And as they do, they begin to catch glimpses of a reality that is far more profound, far more beautiful, and far more interconnected than they ever imagined. As the search deepens, we arrive at the fourth stage, the emergence of the authentic self. This is the moment of revelation, the moment of truth. It's when the veil of illusion lifts, and the authentic self begins to surface. It's like a dawn breaking after a long, dark night. This self is not a new creation, but a re-emergence of who we truly are, stripped of societal conditioning and inauthentic roles. It's like meeting an old friend you haven't seen in a long time, a friend who's been waiting patiently for you to notice them again. This is your true nature, your original self, the essence that has been overshadowed by the ego's desires and fears. This stage often brings significant life changes. It's akin to a butterfly breaking free from its cocoon. You may find yourself ending unsatisfying jobs or relationships, moving away from places or people that no longer resonate with your authentic self. It's a time of shedding, of letting go of what no longer serves you, but it's also a time of great joy and freedom. For the first time, you're living your truth, honoring your soul's journey. You're no longer a puppet of societal expectations or self-imposed limitations. You're free to be you in all your unique, beautiful, imperfect perfection. This stage is a return to our innate nature, a celebration of authenticity. It's a homecoming, a welcome back to the heart of who you truly are. This is the emergence of the authentic self. The final stage is a life of alignment. As we arrive at this point in our spiritual journey, we find ourselves living in harmony, where our actions and beliefs are woven together seamlessly. It's a beautiful dance, really, this merging of doing and being, of thought and action, of self and the world around us. This stage is not about perfection, but rather about authenticity. It's about being true to who we are at our deepest level, and allowing that truth to guide our actions, our choices, and our interactions with others. It's about living in alignment with our core values, our highest selves, and the divine essence that resides within us. But this alignment isn't just about us. It extends beyond the boundaries of our individual selves and connects us with all aspects of life. We begin to perceive the interconnectedness of everything and everyone. We see ourselves not as isolated beings, but as part of a larger whole, a piece of a cosmic puzzle. This sense of unity breeds a deep compassion for others and the natural world. We start to understand that we are all in this together, that we all share the same hopes and fears, joys and sorrows. We see the divine in others, and in doing so, we strengthen our connection with the divine within us. This stage is the embodiment of spiritual awakening. It's where we fully step into our spiritual power and live our lives in a way that is aligned with our deepest truths. It's a place of peace, love, and unity. It's a place of alignment. Subscribe to keep updated on new curiosities from the unveiled world. Stay curious.